Have you ever been told that the key to healthy aging is to stay active, to push your limits, and to never slow down? We are often bombarded with messages about the importance of constant movement, of endless activity, and of never letting ourselves truly rest, and it is as though our worth is often tied to our ability to keep going. And what if I told you that, at a certain age, particularly for those of us who are over 70, that this advice may, in fact, be doing more harm than good? I know that may sound counterintuitive or even a bit shocking, but today, we're not here to reinforce common myths about aging. We are here to explore a different perspective, to question some deeply ingrained beliefs, and to understand what truly supports our bodies and our minds as we navigate the unique challenges of our later years. We are going to delve into the complexities of aging and to explore how sometimes less can, in fact, be more. Today, we're not going to suggest that you abandon all physical activity. Rather, we are going to encourage you to consider that, at a certain stage of life, it can be wise to move with greater intention, to listen more closely to the whispers of your body, and to choose a more balanced approach that supports your overall well-being. And it is by understanding this that we can then begin to choose a path that honors the unique needs of our own bodies and to create a future that is full of both comfort and joy. So long, we have been told that the more active we are, the better. We have been fed a narrative that portrays older adults as frail, inactive, and therefore somehow less than. And while it's certainly true that some amount of activity is essential for our health, it's also vital to understand that the more is better mentality can, in fact, be quite damaging, and that there is a point at which it may be more beneficial to honor your limitations and to respect the signals that your body is sending you. We've been led to believe that we must always push ourselves, that we must always strive to do more, that we must always strive for perfection. But perhaps it's time to challenge this notion and to understand that, as we age, our bodies change, our needs shift, and it may be more powerful, more effective, and more beneficial to embrace a more gentle and more sustainable approach. We should not allow ourselves to be bound by unrealistic expectations or cultural pressures that may not be aligned with what is actually best for our long-term health and vitality. And what are those messages actually telling us? What is the narrative behind this relentless emphasis on doing more? Is it about physical health, or is it also about perpetuating that unspoken belief that we must always remain productive and that our worth is somehow tied to our ability to keep working, doing, and always remaining active? And when you think about it, it can be a pretty terrifying thought. It's also important to understand that rest, relaxation, and also a focus on inner peace are just as essential as activity, and when we honor these elements, we are also creating space for growth, for healing, and also a more balanced experience of our bodies, our minds, and our spirit. It is not about choosing one over the other, but about understanding that there is value in all of those different aspects of life. Today, we're inviting you to question the notion of relentless activity and to consider the possibility that, as you grow older, it is more beneficial to prioritize a more mindful and balanced approach to movement and self-care. And while this may seem counterintuitive, it is rooted in a deep understanding of the changes that our bodies go through over time. It's about choosing a path that is more sustainable and more gentle. Our bodies are always communicating with us, and they are constantly sending us signals that we have the choice to either hear or to ignore. And when we push ourselves too hard, when we ignore our limitations, and when we refuse to rest, we are doing nothing but actively harming our well-being in the long term. And when we finally start to slow down and listen to what our bodies are telling us, it is then that we can begin to create a routine that is both supportive and also empowering and truly transformative. Therefore, it is now time to begin to embrace the wisdom of listening to your body and to also respect its needs. And it's about understanding that sometimes less is more, and that our bodies are always changing, and therefore our methods of self-care must also evolve in order to meet those ever-changing needs. It's also about understanding that we are not machines, and that our bodies also need time to rest, to recover, and to recharge. It is about finding a balance that honors both activity and rest, and it's about choosing a pathway that is aligned with your own individual needs, limitations, and also your overall health goals. And it is in this way that we can truly make the most of our later years and also to create a future that is both joyful and also truly sustainable. This video is not an invitation to abandon all physical activity. It is not about choosing to stop moving, but it is rather an invitation to rethink how you approach movement and to understand that less is sometimes more, particularly when it comes to older adults, as it may be far more valuable to choose more gentle forms of movement that support your body without pushing it beyond its limits. And it's also an invitation to begin exploring what it truly means to rest, to recharge, and also to create a daily life that is more focused on your overall well-being. It's about embracing a perspective that is grounded in self-care, self-compassion, and a deeper understanding of your body's natural rhythms and processes. And the greatest step that you can take is to listen, to learn, and to be mindful about the many signals that your body is sending you. We are here to guide you in understanding your needs, and we will also explore 3 specific actions that you can choose to implement into your daily life that will help you to embrace a more balanced approach to movement, while also continuing to support your overall health. And while they may initially seem simple, these 3 things are, in fact, incredibly powerful, and they will help you to embrace your later years with greater joy, greater peace, and a deeper sense of self-acceptance. And I also hope that you will also come to understand that all bodies deserve to be respected, honored, and cherished, and that you always have the power to create a life that reflects all that you are and also all that you desire. You are worthy of all the joy and support that this world has to offer, and it is now up to you to make choices that reflect that truth. It's time to step into your power, and it is time to truly embrace all that you are. Let's now turn our attention to the first of our 3 essential practices and also explore what it truly means to prioritize gentle movement over strenuous and demanding forms of exercise. Now, when I say that you should move less, I do not mean that you should stop moving altogether, but rather that you must begin to choose activities that are more aligned with your body's unique needs and also your body's limitations. And when you make that choice, you will be making a more sustainable and more enjoyable approach to your overall well-being. You see, strenuous exercise, particularly those high-intensity workouts that are often promoted by the media, can actually do more harm than good, particularly for seniors. They can place undue stress on the joints, they can create muscular strain, and they can often lead to fatigue and even potential injuries that can then take a very long time to recover from. And all of this can then create an ongoing cycle that is simply not supportive of our health. Therefore, instead of pushing your limits, let's choose to embrace a gentler approach that prioritizes low-impact activities and exercises that are designed to support your body in a way that feels both safe and also enjoyable. Gentle walking, swimming, yoga, tai chi, and even simple gardening can be far more beneficial than those high-intensity workouts, and they will also leave you feeling more energized and also more supported, rather than exhausted and depleted. And what's more, these types of gentle movement are also far more sustainable and can easily be incorporated into your daily routines, creating a foundation for long-term health that is not only effective but is also joyful. This is not about choosing an all-or-nothing approach. It is about choosing a balanced and well-rounded approach to movement, and it is also about understanding that sometimes less can, in fact, be so much more. It is about listening to your body's needs and moving in a way that feels both nurturing and restorative. And while choosing gentle forms of movement may seem, to some, like an ineffective method of supporting your health, the truth is that they offer a wide range of benefits, particularly for seniors, that can positively impact your strength, your flexibility, and also your sense of overall balance. And if you choose these methods consistently, you may find that you are actually making more progress than you might have imagined by following those more intense and challenging approaches. Gentle movement is not about forcing your body to its limits, but rather it is about choosing to move in a way that is both safe and also supportive of your body's unique needs. And by doing so, you will naturally begin to increase your strength, improve your flexibility, and also support your overall balance. These activities also help to improve your blood flow, reduce pain and stiffness, and can also help to improve your mood and your overall sense of well-being. And all of this will contribute to a life that is filled with more vitality, joy, and ease. Regular walking, for instance, is an amazing way to improve your cardiovascular health, strengthen your muscles, and also to support your mental well-being. And as we know, walking also provides an opportunity to connect with the beauty of the natural world around us, which also, in itself, has numerous benefits to our health and well-being. And if walking is not for you, consider swimming, which is a gentle and low-impact activity that also improves your cardiovascular health and also supports strength in all of your muscles. And if you are more drawn to mindful forms of movement, yoga or Tai Chi can help to improve your flexibility, balance, and also reduce your levels of stress and anxiety. And ultimately, whatever path you choose, it is essential to find a form of movement that you actually enjoy and that you are more likely to continue on a consistent basis, and also to acknowledge that even small actions, when performed consistently, can lead to amazing long-term results. This is a gentle path to strength and vitality. The second essential practice that we must discuss is the importance of making rest a priority in your daily life. For far too long, we've been conditioned to equate busyness with productivity and to view rest as a sign of weakness. But the truth is that rest is not a luxury. It is in fact a necessity, a critical component of a balanced and healthy life, especially as we move into our later years. It is essential to recharge, rejuvenate, and allow our bodies and our minds the opportunity to integrate all that they have experienced. And therefore, we must begin to challenge the notion that we must always be active and to choose a pathway that allows for quiet and also for rest. And when you consciously choose to prioritize rest, you are not only supporting your physical health, but you are also creating space for mental clarity and for emotional well-being. And you are also recognizing that rest is an equally important component in the process of creating a meaningful and fulfilling life. Therefore, we must begin to change our perspectives. We must start to see rest not as a sign of weakness or of being lazy, but rather as a valuable tool that you can choose to use to support your overall health and well-being. It is when we are resting that our bodies repair, and when we are resting, we are allowing our minds to process and integrate everything that we have experienced throughout our day. And it is in those quiet moments that we can often receive the most profound insights and guidance from our own inner voice. And it is also worth acknowledging that what rest looks like will always be unique for every individual, and that it is essential that you create a pathway that feels the most beneficial to you. It's not about doing what others expect of you, it is about honoring your own needs and also acknowledging that you deserve to have a life that is balanced, fulfilling, and also joyful. And with rest, you are also choosing a more sustainable and more peaceful life. When we truly allow ourselves to rest, and when we learn to value those quiet moments, we are providing our bodies with a much-needed opportunity to recharge, rejuvenate, and also to heal. Rest allows our muscles to recover, to rebuild, and also to become stronger. It also reduces levels of stress and anxiety, allowing for our minds to truly settle and for our emotions to be fully processed in a space of gentleness and also compassion. And it is also in these moments of quiet contemplation that we are better able to tap into our own inner wisdom, to connect with ourselves, and also to gain a clearer understanding of our needs, our desires, and also all of the things that are most important to us in our lives. And it is when we are fully rested that we are also better able to focus our attention and to make more mindful choices that are aligned with our long-term goals. We do not gain strength by going, doing, and pushing harder. We gain strength by allowing ourselves to truly rest. Therefore, rest is not a time for laziness or for inaction, but it is a time for deliberate self-care and a powerful component of a more balanced lifestyle. And when we can finally release ourselves from all of those expectations that have held us back for so long, we are then able to create a pathway that honors our unique needs and prioritizes our well-being from the inside out. And rest may look different for different people. It may mean taking a daily nap, reading a good book, listening to music, spending time in nature, or just simply sitting quietly and simply enjoying a moment of peace. It may also mean spending time with loved ones, sharing in a meal, or engaging in an activity that is both relaxing and restorative, allowing you to find joy, connection, and also an opportunity to feel truly and fully present. The point is that you must choose what works for you, and you must choose to create a life that includes intentional time for rest, as that too is a vital ingredient in a long, healthy, joyful, and fulfilling life. And it is not selfish to prioritize rest. It is essential for your well-being, and you deserve to honor it as you continue to move forward on your path. And this brings us to the third essential practice that we must explore today, which is the importance of nurturing both your mind and your soul through the implementation of simple and effective mindful practices that can easily be added to your daily routines. And while you are supporting your body through gentle movement and also creating space for restorative rest, it is equally important to also ensure that you are also nurturing your mental and emotional well-being. The mind and the soul are not separate from the body. They are all working in harmony, and they all deserve a similar level of care, love, and attention. And when you focus on cultivating a sense of calm, peace, and mindfulness in your daily life, you are not only supporting your overall mental health, but you are also creating a pathway to greater inner peace and more freedom, as you are also learning to manage your stress, your anxiety, and all of the other negative emotions that you may be facing. And when you focus on supporting your mind, you are also supporting your overall well-being. And you can achieve this through simple mindfulness activities that can be done at any time, anywhere, and that require very little time, energy, or financial investment. It is about choosing a simple pathway that is accessible to all and that can be easily implemented into your life. It is not about grand gestures. It is about small, consistent steps that will lead you to a place of deeper understanding, greater awareness, and a more profound sense of inner peace. These practices can include spending time in nature, as you allow the beauty and the natural rhythms of the world around you to support you and to nourish your spirit, or you can focus on mindful breathing, taking time throughout the day to slow down, to take a few deep breaths, and to reconnect with the present moment and the rhythm of your own breath. You can also choose to engage in creative activities, such as painting, drawing, writing, playing a musical instrument, or anything else that you might enjoy, allowing you to express yourself freely and to also connect with your inner child. These practices will not only enrich your mind, but will also soothe your soul and will create a life that is filled with balance and harmony. There are many options available to us when it comes to mind and soul care, and therefore it's important to explore the different techniques that might work best for you and to find an approach that aligns with your own personal values and preferences. And you can also explore things such as meditation, which can create a deep sense of calm and also peace, and help you to navigate the stresses of your everyday life with greater ease and more resilience. And if you feel called, you can also engage in guided visualizations or practices such as yoga and Tai Chi, which can help to bring your body and mind together in a sense of graceful movement and contemplation. It is also important to spend time in quiet reflection, focusing on gratitude and remembering all of the blessings that you have already received in your life, as gratitude is a powerful practice that can help you to shift your perspective and to find joy, even in the face of difficult circumstances. And while these practices may seem simple or even insignificant, they can actually have a profound impact on our mental and emotional well-being, as they offer a pathway to self-discovery, a way to connect with your innermost self, and a tool for building a life that is full of peace, balance, and also a deep and abiding sense of joy. They are also a tool for moving away from external validation and towards a more internal and self-reliant way of approaching your overall well-being, and understanding that everything you need is already within you. And whatever path you choose, be sure to commit to a daily practice that is sustainable, that is enjoyable, and also that feels aligned with your own unique needs and your overall health goals. You have a right to joy, and you are worthy of all that you desire, and you must also make the choice to claim that power for yourself. This is not just a path for mental well-being, it is also about creating a more beautiful and also more fulfilling life, and that is something that we all deserve. We've explored 3 essential practices that are so vital for navigating aging with grace, with purpose, and also with strength. And now it is time to integrate these together and to fully understand how they all work in harmony to help you create a life that is not only more fulfilling, but also one that is more aligned with your body's unique needs. And it is not about following strict rules or a rigid structure. It is about finding an approach that feels right to you, one that works best for your body and for your soul. By choosing to prioritize gentle movement, rather than pushing yourself too hard, you are showing respect to your body and allowing it to move in a way that is both safe and also supportive, and you are also creating a daily routine that is sustainable in the long term. And you must also give yourself the permission to prioritize rest and to allow yourself to recharge, and to also allow your body and your mind the time that they need to integrate all of the events of your day and all of the lessons that you are continuously learning. And finally, it is through a deep commitment to mindfulness that you can also find inner peace and also a greater level of resilience to all the challenges that life will undoubtedly throw your way. These practices are all interconnected, and they all support one another, creating a harmonious foundation for all of your health goals and a greater sense of overall well-being. They are not just separate choices, but rather they are interconnected practices that should be implemented together to create a more balanced and a more holistic approach to your own unique experience. And it is when we acknowledge this connection that we are then able to begin to truly thrive in all areas of our lives, allowing ourselves to be supported and empowered by the life that we have so carefully created. You are worthy of all that you desire. And as you incorporate these practices into your daily life, it is also incredibly important to always listen to your own body's unique needs and to acknowledge that, as you age, your limitations may also change, meaning that what was good for you yesterday may not be the same today, and you must always be prepared to adapt, adjust, and also to be flexible. And also to remember that your self-care routine must evolve as you also evolve, and that all parts of your journey are valid and should be fully honored. And it's also essential to challenge any negative self-talk that might suggest that you are not good enough or that you are not doing enough, and instead replace these thoughts with self-compassion and with a sense of gratitude for all that your body is doing for you. It is not about striving for perfection, but rather it is about making those choices that you know, deep down, will help you to thrive and also to feel more alive. And it's also about remembering that progress is often slow and that you must allow yourself to grow in your own unique timing. It's about embracing your own journey and also about making the choices that honor your limitations, your needs, and also your desires, and to understand that it is in this space of acceptance that you will find the greatest level of peace and also the greatest power to move forward with greater clarity and intention. You are capable, you are resilient, and you also deserve all the best that life has to offer. Another important aspect of this journey is to understand that you do not have to do everything perfectly, and that instead, it is so much more beneficial to move away from that all-or-nothing mentality and instead to embrace a more flexible, a more adaptable, and also a more sustainable approach to self-care. And if you choose to focus on progress over perfection, you will also create a space that is filled with more joy and less stress. And this can also help you to stay on track even when you are faced with difficult challenges. If you miss a day of exercise, if you forget to take a break, or if you find that your mind is racing and that you are unable to meditate, do not punish yourself, and instead choose to gently encourage yourself to come back to your chosen routines, to remember that you are doing the best that you can, and that even the smallest steps towards progress are also extremely valuable. This is not a race, it is a journey, and it is important to allow yourself to navigate it with grace, compassion, and also a sense of forgiveness. And when you begin to understand that you can choose a path that is not perfect, but that is also perfectly suited to you, you are releasing yourself from the prison of expectations and also creating more space for joy, spontaneity, and also an opportunity to fully embrace all of your unique experiences, both now and also in the future. It is time to embrace the imperfect, to embrace the messy moments, and to remember that it is in those unexpected places that we often find true meaning and joy. You are always doing the best you can. And finally, as we begin to move towards the end of this exploration, it is important to mention the transformative power of gratitude, and that, as we choose to focus on the good things in our lives, we also begin to create more space for positive feelings, which then contributes to greater well-being and also helps us navigate any challenges that may arise along the way. It is not about denying the hardships of life, but it is about choosing to also acknowledge and celebrate all the many gifts that are available to us if we simply choose to seek them out. And gratitude is a practice that can be easily incorporated into your daily routines, and it can be as simple as taking a moment to reflect on all of the wonderful things that you are blessed with, whether it is the love of family, the support of friends, the beauty of nature, or simply that you are able to enjoy another day. It's about making the mindful decision to focus on the positive and to choose an approach to life that is both uplifting and also incredibly empowering. And when you choose to view life through a lens of gratitude, you are also choosing to see all of the small moments that make up your day with a deeper sense of appreciation, and you also gain a greater understanding of the simple gifts of being alive. Gratitude is a practice that can create a shift in perspective and can also create an opening for deeper joy, appreciation, and also inner peace. And it is through the consistent practice of gratitude that you will also be better equipped to navigate all of the challenges of aging with greater strength, resilience, and also an unwavering hope for all that your future may hold. It is also a reminder that when we choose to see the good in our life, we can also create more of that good, and that it is in those small daily choices that we can also begin to create a life that is truly aligned with our deepest values and also our most powerful intentions. And when we embrace this perspective, we will also be able to move through our lives with more grace, more kindness, and also with an open heart. We've come to the final chapter in our journey, and now it's time to consolidate everything that we have explored, and to also understand that there will always be challenges and obstacles, and that the key is to choose a pathway that is both adaptable and also incredibly flexible, so that we can navigate all of life's complexities with greater ease, more joy, and also an unwavering sense of peace. This is not a destination. It is a continuous journey that is always in a state of evolution. And it is in those moments when we embrace flexibility that we are also creating space to adjust, to adapt, and to change course as you learn more about your body's unique needs, and also as you gain a deeper understanding of the most effective methods for supporting your overall health and well-being. You may try some new techniques, and they may not always work in the way that you expected, but you must never lose heart, and you must always be open to the idea of change and to the prospect that what worked in the past may need to be adapted to meet your current needs. It's about being open to new possibilities and understanding that what worked for you yesterday may not always work for you today. And it is by embracing this fluidity that you also create a life that is adaptable and that is designed to support you on your unique journey. It's not about holding on to rigid rules, it's about navigating the world with a sense of curiosity and also a deep understanding that you have the power to create a life that works for you. And it is in that power that you find true freedom. And as you navigate all of these different choices and all of these different approaches, it is also incredibly important to take a moment to redefine what success truly means to you, and also to start understanding that true fulfillment is not about achieving some external ideal, but rather it is about aligning with your authentic self, living a life that is filled with joy, and making choices that are truly in service to your overall well-being. It is not about what society tells you that you should be doing, but rather what your body, your mind, and also your soul are telling you that you truly need. And what's more, true success is also about finding meaning in those small, seemingly insignificant moments, and about celebrating all of the beauty and all of the joy that they bring into your daily life. And by taking the time to honor those small moments, you are also creating a life that is far richer, fuller, and more rewarding. It's also important to understand that we are all a work in progress, that our goals, our dreams, and also our definitions of success are constantly changing, and you may find that the path you choose today may be completely different from the path you choose tomorrow, and it is in that space of change that you can also find a deeper level of self-awareness and also a more profound understanding of your life's greater purpose. It's about choosing a path that allows you to be authentically yourself, to grow, and also to find joy in every single step of the journey. And by embracing change, you also embrace life in its totality and also all that it has to offer. And as you embrace your own unique journey, as you choose a path that is designed to support your health and well-being, and as you commit to living your life with intention, I also want you to know that you are doing so with grace and also with an unwavering sense of confidence. You have already accomplished so much, and you have also overcome so many different challenges, and that you are worthy of all of the joy, all of the beauty, and also all of the love that is being offered to you. And as you continue to learn and to grow, never forget the power that you hold within, and also how uniquely equipped you are to navigate this journey in a way that is aligned with your own specific needs. And do not compare yourself to others, but rather to trust in the wisdom of your own heart, and to know that you are always making the right choices for your overall well-being. Your path is beautiful, unique, and also worthy of recognition. And may you always choose self-compassion, self-kindness, and also a commitment to honoring and also respecting the wisdom of your body, mind, and spirit, knowing that they all need your love, your care, and also your unwavering support. It is in this space of self-love that you will also find your greatest strength, that you will begin to fully understand the depth of your resilience, and that you will also be able to confidently navigate all of the challenges that life may throw your way. It is your journey, and you are the only one who has the power to navigate it with grace and intention. As we bring this conversation to a close, I want to emphasize the importance of community and of sharing your unique stories with others, as this creates an opportunity to connect, to offer mutual support, and to gain valuable insights that can only come from a place of shared understanding. As when we share our hearts with one another, we also create a deeper connection and a greater sense of support. And while this journey is deeply personal, you do not have to travel it alone, and there's something to be learned from the insights of others that can provide you with a level of inspiration, comfort, and also new perspectives that will forever change how you navigate your daily life. And you also have a wealth of knowledge to share, a valuable perspective that is worthy of being heard, and that also has the potential to impact others in ways that you may not even realize. So therefore, I want to invite you to share your thoughts, your insights, and also your personal experiences in the comments section below, as it is through this act of sharing that we create a ripple effect. And it is through our vulnerability that we also create an opportunity for greater joy, deeper understanding, and also more meaningful connections that support all of those who are choosing to engage in this beautiful journey of self-care. And we are all, in fact, interconnected, and we are all part of a wider community of people who are choosing to live a life that is both meaningful and also in service to the well-being of all. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining me on this exploration today, for choosing to prioritize your health, for choosing to honor your body, and for also choosing a path that will lead you towards a more fulfilling, more empowered, and more joyful experience of your overall well-being. You are worthy, you are capable, and you are absolutely deserving of a life that is filled with grace, joy, and with an unwavering sense of peace. Remember that aging is not a decline, but rather a journey of continual growth, of profound understanding, and also of a deepening connection with all that you are, and also all that you are becoming. And it is in this space, in this moment, that you can also recognize that you are never truly alone, and that you always have the power within you to create a life that is both authentic, purposeful, and deeply meaningful. And it is in that knowing that you will also find true freedom and the power to move forward with intention, with love, and with an unwavering sense of hope. And as you now embark on the next chapter of your unique journey, may you always find the joy in those simple moments, the wisdom in every challenge that you encounter, and also the peace that comes from living a life that is deeply rooted in self-compassion, self-love, and a profound sense of self-acceptance. And now, as we say goodbye for today, I want you to know that I am always here to support you, and that I believe in your power and in your capacity to shine your light brightly in the world, wherever you may be. And if you are seeking further support, and if you would like to continue this journey with me, please feel free to subscribe to the Vibrant Seniors channel, and to also become an active member of a community that is dedicated to celebrating the beauty, strength, resilience, and wisdom of those of us who are navigating our later years with such courage, grace, and unwavering hope. You are never alone, and you are always deeply cherished and also fully supported.